Hey yo, hello everybody, it's me Nick the Brick, and today I'm back with another video which is just a massive project I've been working on recently, which is ranking all of the Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu seasons ranked by you guys. So if you don't know what has been going on, I've actually been making community posts in last 2 weeks, so you were able to rate every season from 1 star to 5. So this voting is absolutely up to you. I definitely have no influence to it except obviously telling you the results, but yeah, my own list would definitely be different. But yeah, again, if you aren't satisfied with this opinion, it's not my fault. I'm just telling you the results, but yeah, just be respectful to all opinions, no matter what the results are. And yes, if you're wondering, there will be a Wild Brain voting as well, but that will start on Sunday, and the video will probably come out on Sunday. Also, the most important thing with this voting is the 5-star percentage. This is just the key what will affect this ranking, but if the seasons have the same amount of 5-star ratings, we'll look at 4-star ratings and so on as we go further. But yeah, I think you get the point, so now let's get straight into it. At last place we have Legacy of the Green Ninja, aka Season 2, which unfortunately got only 33% of 5-star ratings. I mean, I can definitely say that it is slightly weak of a seasons, especially for Masters of Spinjitzu, but I still didn't expect it to see it at last place, to be honest. I understand that a lot of people aren't fans of like 2/3 of these seasons, which are a bit random stuff. Some people even call it filler, which I don't think was nearly as bad, but yeah, as you know, just people call everything filler, but yeah, alright. But yeah, to be fair, the last final arc of this season with the actual final battle is absolutely phenomenal. And you know, some also say that it is the basic good versus evil, but come on, it's the second season. I mean, definitely needed to happen at some point, so season 2 was definitely the last time to do it. With an only 1% more of 5-star ratings, at number 11 we have Day of the Departed with the percentage of 34, and you know, I think honestly this should have been the last place here. I definitely think Day of the Departed is the weakest installment of Masters of Spinjitzu. I wouldn't call it awful or anything, but I definitely wouldn't give it 5 stars, honestly. I mean, it was the first installment based on Cole, which I definitely do appreciate, but I think Cole actually needed to have the whole season to him, but in Masters of Spinjitzu, not Wild Brain. You know, the problem with this installment is that in 45 minutes, the story is just too complicated. There's just so much stuff going on that you just can't really translate Val into the 44-minute runtime, which definitely doesn't do justice to this special, which could be pretty unfortunate. At number 10, we have the Pilot season, aka the Pilots, and those got 1% more than Day of the Departed with the score of 35% of 5-star ratings, which might be a bit surprising. I kinda expected Pilots to be just a little higher. I mean, personally, I wouldn't really put them much higher, to be fair, but I don't know, I just personally thought they are a bit more popular in the actual community. But you know, it's just a simple start to something amazing as Ninjago, but the actual installment I don't think is really that good, at least not compared to the rest of the amazing seasons that we got under the Masters of Spinjitzu line. But yeah, good start, nothing too crazy to it, so I can definitely see why it ended up there. At number 9, we have Rebooted, and personally, I definitely did not expect that. I definitely expected this season to be at least number 7. Yeah, turns out just many people don't like it for some reason, which is fair, but personally, I really expected more, and you know, I'm just really surprised it ended up that low. I mean, a lot of people do complain about the love triangle, which I definitely think it was decent. I think it definitely needed to happen down the line, so I have nothing against it. In the whole season, I think all of the episodes are fine. I don't think none of the episodes are like very weak or anything, but I will do say that some episodes definitely aren't like anything too crazy, to be fair, which kinda can explain why it got such a low score. But alone with the Titanium Ninja episode, I expected this to get a bit more than it did, however that sounds. Number 8, we have Hands of Time, and this season received with only 1% more 5-star ratings than Rebooted. It's just crazy to think how close some of these seasons are. But yet everything is still fair, so we have Hands of Time at number 8, which honestly I'm happy with that. I think it's definitely very well deserved for it to be that high. I mean, personally I would put it even higher possible, because I definitely think it's a very underrated season, but still, I think what Gordy's got will definitely satisfy some of the Hands of Time fans, I'm sure, which is just pretty good, because not too long ago, I think there was a lot more hatred towards this season. It is now. In the community, sometimes I just see that some seasons get more love recently, or actually lose it a bit. It's just a normal thing in the community. Some of our opinions change, but yeah, I'm just happy Hands of Time ended up getting that high. At number 7, we have March of the Oni with the 5-star percentage of 52%, which I think is a pretty good score for what this season is. And I definitely think it is the weakest installment of Oni in Dragon Trilogy, but I still think it is very, very good. In fact, it does include The Fall, which is my favorite Ninjago episodes, which includes my favorite Ninjago scene. It's obviously Cole's Fall, but yeah, obviously one episode out of 4 doesn't justify its total score, so it definitely does make sense for it to be a bit low, because in general it could definitely be better. In my opinion, this should have been a very epic season that had at least like 8 episodes. I think that would be very well needed for this, to actually execute Oni the better way than they actually are. And it's also special with this installment that we have different airing styles of this, because there's an option with 4 episodes, and there's also a movie version, which is probably by far way more cooler. Personally, if that wasn't actually a season, but just like a special that is 1 hour and 30 minutes long, I think that would work way better, even though it will have the same content as the 4 episodes do. I mean, I just think that would be a better decision, but obviously I think this season needed to be done a pretty different way to actually get a bit more higher. So now we are getting to the better half. And at number 6, we have Season 1, aka Rise of the Snakes, which is definitely a very well-deserved place in my opinion. Also, something really funny about this voting was that Pose got some kind of a glitch, and it actually has -1% of 1-star ratings. I mean, alright, guess we'll just ignore that, but yeah, this season is an absolute classic, and it done so many things right, and it's probably one of the most nostalgic seasons, obviously. I think it's also the most popular season, like, in terms of, like, the actual popularity of the show. Just tons of people watch these seasons that aren't Ninjago fans anymore, or start watching the show, obviously. Obviously, it was a first season, so it definitely makes sense to have a high demand of fans, but yeah, overall, a pretty satisfying score for Rise of Snakes. So now we are entering the top 5, and I think this top 5 makes a lot of sense. Maybe not the order of the all seasons, but I do think these are the strongest seasons in the series myself, so I'm very satisfied how this ranking turned out for the top 5. But yeah, the 5th place we have Skybound at 60% of 5-star rating, which is a pretty good score. At the moment, Skybound is my 3rd favorite season. I think it's done very well. I just love the storyline, the concept, Nadaken as a villain. I mean, everything about it is done very well, except there's one thing that really bothers me about this season, which is the prison arc, aka the first 3 episodes of this season. And the problem with that is that, it just isn't that good. Even like the whole idea of Ninja being famous and stuff just doesn't really make sense to do it with season 6. And to be fair, that prison arc feels definitely very disconnected from the rest of the season, which isn't the best thing, but what comes with Ep 4 to the finale is just absolutely amazing. Definitely the top tier Ninjago content. In my book, no complaints there. Alright, I think this is the time where some of you will get very well triggered, which is the Season 4 at the 4th place, aka Tournament of Elements. And I think a lot of people consider this season to be the best, which I definitely can say that it is one of the best seasons. Personally, I wouldn't really call it the best, anymore. I just think some other ones are slightly better, and I also noticed that in community this season just isn't appreciated as much as it used to be, because if this voting was done 2 years ago, I'm sure it would be in top 3 if not at first place, to be honest, which definitely wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, 4th place is also very good. It got 71% of 5-star rating, which is also a very awesome score, obviously. But yeah, actually I expected this season to get a bit more votes, I would say. Not that I would personally put it any higher. Personally, I would also put it at 4th place, but yeah, it definitely surprised me, not gonna lie. The bronze medal goes to Possession at 75% of 5-star ratings, and in this case, you just see that 3 out of 4 people rated 5 stars, which just shows how amazing this season is. It's really one of the most popular seasons in the series. A lot of people have it as their favorite. Personally, I would have it at 5th place. I don't know, I just didn't enjoy some stuff, especially the finale. I thought was kinda underwhelming actually, but yeah, okay, my opinion doesn't matter either way in this voting, but I think what Possession did was just very awesome with the score of 75%. I mean, that's just very awesome, and it really shows how good this season is. Actually, during the rating, at first it looked like it might win, but yeah, then 2 other seasons got over it, so Possession lovers, I'm sorry for you, but you have to satisfy yourself with the 3rd place. Alright, now guys, you won't believe this. We'll have an incredible finale there. As you know, 2 seasons are left, which are Season 8, aka Sons of Garmadon, and on the other side we have Season 9, aka Hunted, which are pretty much connected to one amazing story, and I'm just really thankful they got onto the first 2 places. There are also 2 of my favorite seasons in the whole series, including Wildbrain, so I'm just beyond happy they both got into the finale. But one season has to win, and the thing with that is that the ratings for these 2 seasons are almost exactly the same. You just won't believe it how similar they are. They're so similar to one point it kind of feels staged, but personally, guys, I'm really telling you that I had absolutely no influence with this voting, so I guess it was just an amazing coincidence these 2 seasons got such a similar ratings. But yeah, for the 5-star rating, we have 77% for both of these seasons, which is just amazing. And if you think this was actually very rare thing to happen, wait for this. Both of these seasons got 15% of 4-star ratings. Yes, you heard it right. Both of these seasons received 15% 4-star voting as well, which is absolutely unbelievable. Like, really, it's just absolutely crazy. See that? I'm absolutely blown away. So now I won't be saying the scores for both of these seasons anymore, but we will go separately. So the 3-star rating is 4% for Sons of Garmadon, which it's fair. I mean, there aren't many votes left, so it's definitely reasonable. And now I'm gonna tell you result for Hunted. Are you ready? Well, it got 6% rating for the 3 stars option, and that makes Hunted to actually be the best season according to the fans of this channel, at least I will say. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really expect Hunted to win. I just don't think community loves it that much, but turns out it does. I mean, I'm just surprised by this. I definitely expected Sons of Garmadon to win over it, but yeah, actually it did not, which is just very interesting to think about. Yeah, here you have it. Congrats to Hunted. So yeah, here we have it, guys. I mean, this is gonna be it for this video. Again, please don't be mad about the opinions, because most of you were part of it, and that's just how it is. That's just how the community thinks. If you think differently, that's more than fine. So just keep that in mind, that be sure to respect all of the opinions. Should have been normalized, but for some people it actually isn't. So yeah, I'm just saying that. Remind you to not kill people for having different opinions. But yeah, Wildbrain voting will start tomorrow, so be sure to follow my community tab for that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I would highly appreciate a like. Also, don't forget to tell me which season is your favorite out of the Masters of Spinjitzu. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and yeah, have a great day. Thank you for sticking around to watch the whole thing. Bye.